You're referring to the Panchaea Project, the cooperative global initiative that...
您是来横沙做手？喂，谁呀？
Can't you see I'm busy? Go bother someone else.
Something, death and taxes, Confucius.
What? Wait, that's not it at all. That's not even close.
Does it matter?
Of course it matters. Otherwise, how am I supposed to know your... You were supposed to say, death and life have their determined appointments. Then I say, riches and honors depend upon heaven.
Okay. Death and life have their determined appointments.
Riches and... Oh, never mind. You ruined the whole thing. Just meet me outside the clinic. It's safer for us to talk out there. Turn left from the front and go down the stairs. I'll be waiting at the corner.
It doesn't happen often.
Over here! Come on now! That was hardly what I would call a smooth interaction. I could get into serious trouble for this, you know.
Sorry, I'm new to this spy game stuff.
Right. Well, you're not exactly what I was expecting. I was told I would be meeting a girl. How do I know you're not an imposter or some sort of double agent? Don't think I don't know this could all just be an elaborate trap to set me up.
Look, no offense, Mr. X, or whatever your name is, but I really don't have time for this. So if you could simply just give me what I came for, I'll be on my way.
Yes, yes. I have it right here. Evelyn Carmichael's autopsy report. Here, take it.
Thank you.
I trust you will put this information to good use. Because accountability and justice is at an all-time low, I'm afraid. It pains me to see this once great city, which stood as a bastion for reform and progress against our oppressive communist origins, succumb to the trappings of corporate bureaucracy and petty corruption. Corruption so often typical of your Western governments.
Whatever you say. Now, if you don't mind, I really must be going.
Well, there is still the matter of my payment. 1,000 credits was the agreed-upon price, I believe. Isn't that right?
And what were you just saying about corruption?
A deal is a deal. Surely your handlers informed you of this little detail.
No, my handlers failed to mention this little detail. Never mind. Just take your money. This report better be worth it.
Oh, I assure you it is. Whoever it was that didn't want this information given to the proper authorities paid a lot of money to have it ignored. A pity for them, LIM policy strictly prohibits deletion of records concerning operational procedures. For legal purposes, you see.
Legal, right. Nice doing business with you, X. Malik, I just got the autopsy report. No drugs or alcohol in Evelyn's system. And her estimated time of death doesn't fit Lee's story. She did die from a head wound, but not one that matches the evidence found at the scene.
I knew it. It couldn't have been just an accident.
There's more. Evelyn was pregnant. Malik?
I'm here. We can't let him get away with this, Jensen. He's guilty. He has to be. Can you go to his apartment?
And do what?
Get proof. Get something. I'm sending you the coordinates. Contact me again when you're there.
Good job, Lao Wei. I see you found the first relay. Now hack it and turn off its security protocols.
Access granted.
One down, two to go, my friend.
Access granted.
Malik, I'm inside Lee's apartment. Doesn't look like anyone's home.
Damn. Okay, look. Lee isn't smart enough to properly cover his tracks, so look around. Maybe you can find something suspicious.
Hey, Lee, baby. Can't wait to see you today. But I'm stuck at work. I know, I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you, baby. I promise. I'll meet you at the Hive, okay? Just don't get a party started without me. I want you all to myself tonight.
The Hive? I should have guessed Lee would be there. It's pretty much a second home for him.
Wait a minute, you heard that?
Sorry, Jensen. I don't like invading your privacy like this, but it's important. Plus, this gives me an idea. When you're done looking around Lee's apartment, head to the Hive. Contact me when you're there.
I'll keep looking. I'm sure there's more here. Malik, I think I got a probable murder weapon. A broken clock. The kicker is the hands line up roughly with Evelyn's TOD. Coincidence?
That's a hell of a stretch. You really think?
If Lee's as dumb as you say, maybe. We'd need lab tech analysis to confirm, but if there ever was a smoking gun, it fits. I'll stick around a bit. I'm sure there's still more to find. Malik, I found a baseball bat, but it looks clean. Almost like it's been washed recently.
Maybe Lee washed Evelyn's blood off of it.
That's what I'm thinking. But I'm not sure it could inflict the type of laceration she had. I'll make one last sweep to make sure I got everything.
Access granted.
Malik, looks like Hong Sr. was upset with Hong Jr.'s behavior and threatened to cut off his inheritance if he didn't stop whoring around. Sounds like he considered Evelyn beneath the family name.
And if he knew she was pregnant, I can't believe Lee would do something like that just for money.
Speaking of money, the Hong family seems heavily invested in both Bell Tower and Lim. That could explain the cover-up and lack of a proper investigation. Okay, I think that's it. I'm heading to the Hive now. I doubt we'll find anything else in here without calling in a forensics team.
Sounds good.
Access granted.
Good. Second relay is down. Only one remaining.
Access granted.
Excellent work. I'm starting the triangulation now. Should have a location very soon. And I've got it. Jaya is hiding in an apartment building called the Hengsha Court Gardens in the Yuzhou district. I'm sending you her coordinates. Get over there and get us the money she owes.
Who are you? Another one of Tong's thugs? Well, get out! I told him I won't pay another credit!
It's nothing personal, lady. I'm just here for the money. Give it over and I go.
Sure, it's nothing personal to you, but it is my money you're stealing.
Stealing? They got you the augmentation you needed, and they expect you to pay for it. Not the most charitable thing to do, but I would hardly call it stealing.
Are you really that gullible? Tong doesn't run a buy now, pay later operation. It's more like a buy now, pay forever. Listen, I just started as a broker. Most other brokers come from rich families. They paid for augments that give them an incredible edge in the business. There's no way I could afford anything like that through legal channels.
So you cut a deal with a crime syndicate?
I didn't study this hard to end up with nothing. Once I made enough money, I offered to pay for the aug. But no, what they want is part of my monthly profits. They say they're entitled to it since it's their upgraded enhancement chip that helped me make that money.
How much are they asking from you?
A couple hundred credits every month. Doesn't look like much, but in the long run, let's just say they've made a very lucrative deal. Especially if you consider I'm not their only client.
How did you meet Tong?
The same way most people end up meeting Tong. I was hurt, and one of his hounds smelled blood. They came to me and offered me help. I was intelligent enough to know it was a bad idea, but angry enough not to care.
Couldn't you work without the augment? You wouldn't have gotten into so much trouble if you'd played by the rules.
Play by the rules? Let me tell you a little story about playing by the rules. I come from a poor family. My father, my mother, my 2 sisters, and 3 brothers, none of them ever amounted to much. When I tried to do better, when I made efforts in school, they said I was wasting my time. I got into business school, and again, they said I was wasting my time. That I could never compete with all those rich kids and their tutors and extra classes.
But you did.
I did. I finished top of my class, without the extra help and special attention, only through blood, sweat, and tears. And then what did my classmates do? They cheated. They once again bought their way to success. And what did my family say? That I had wasted my time. I was just supposed to accept defeat after all the efforts I've made? No. No way.
Look, I understand you were right. I'm not questioning that. But you've been through enough to know the world doesn't care about who's right or wrong. It's all about power. And right now, neither of us have it.
As much as it pains me to admit it, you're right. What do you think I should do?
Tong's men are growing impatient, and you must know they're dangerous. Just give me this month's payment.
All right. This should calm them down. For now, at least. And I guess it'll give me more time to come up with a long-term solution. Here, take it. Has Chen been taken care of?
I planted the drugs and left him unconscious in his apartment. Your friend should have no trouble with the arrest.
I will contact him immediately. Thank you.
Just glad I could help.
You saved us, Mr. Jensen. Money does not feel like enough thanks for what you have done. But here's the payment promised. I hope you will be satisfied with it. 喂，健，是没？都好了，他做了。是，谢谢，祝你好运。
Good to see you again.
Malik, I'm in the hive. What's your plan?
Find Lee and talk to him. I want you to convince him you know exactly what he did to Evelyn and why. If you can make him panic, I'm willing to bet he'll spill his guts. Just make it look like blackmail. If he's willing to pay to keep you quiet, he's basically tying his own noose. I'll listen in and record everything.
Got it.
You got a favorite poison?
Hey, about that job?
You found Jaya yet? You need to get back the money she owes us.
Here's the money Jaya owed you. Now honor your part of the deal.
Ah, she finally understood reason. I'm glad I trusted you with this, Lao Wei. She gave you much trouble?
It was just a matter of knowing how to ask. You should really think about asking Tong to enroll you in etiquette classes. Could make life a bit easier for you.
Funny. Now I understand why you people have so many stand-up comedians. You're also good at cheap entertainment. Here, take this practice kit. It's top-notch, so have fun.
What you want, Chrome Boy?
Is your name Li Hong?
Yeah, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. What's it to you?
I want to talk to you about Evelyn Carmichael.
Man, it's off! I already told all you narcos all there is to say.
Relax. I'm not with the police. I work private. And you could say I specialize in cases like yours.
If you ain't police, then what the fuck you want?
A simple proposition. I have proof that shows you murdered Evelyn. And I want you to pay me 2.5 million credits to make that proof disappear.
2.5? Bullshit. You ain't got shit on me, narco. I ain't paying you shit.
I strongly suggest you reconsider.
And I strongly suggest you get the fuck out of my face. Cause unless you got your proof right here, I ain't got shit to say to you.
Alright. Let's start with the police report. I know your story doesn't match up with the evidence at the scene of Evelyn's fall.
Oh yeah? And why's that?
Because the police report itself was falsified. Why else would that be, if not to cover up a weak alibi?
Man, you gotta be kidding me. That's some weak-ass shit right there.
Not only does the evidence not add up, but neither does your testimony. You lied about why Evelyn fell down the stairs in the first place. You said you'd both been drinking heavily prior to the accident, and the reason Evelyn fell was because she was drunk. We both know that isn't true.
Man, that shit was in the papers.
Now, if the evidence doesn't fit and your story was a lie, then how did Evelyn die on that night? Well, the answer is pretty simple, really. You killed her. But how? By hitting her in the head with that antique clock you keep so prominently displayed in your apartment. The lacerations on her head, the intracranial hemorrhaging, it's the perfect match.
In my apartment? How the fuck do you know what's in my apartment?
And like any good crime of passion, you needed motivation, something to fuel your violent outbursts. What did Evelyn say or do to make you murder her? She told you she was pregnant, and you panicked. Faced with the prospect of losing your easy way of life, you struck out at her in anger.
How? That's impossible.
But now the final piece of the puzzle. Why was Evelyn's death never considered a murder investigation? Because your family, one of the wealthiest and most influential families in Shanghai, covered it up. But whose silence did they buy? The police. From the very beginning, you knew you were safe, because the police could never touch you. Now with your family standing behind you.
Fuck this shit, man! And fuck you!
I can help you, Lee. But only for a price.
Alright, fuck! I can't believe this shit! I'll pay you, man! I'll pay you, just... What do you need from me?
Details. Let me hear your side of the story, and then we'll move on from there.
I don't know! Evelyn, that stupid bitch! She was going to ruin me. I didn't mean to kill her, okay? Evelyn wouldn't shut up about us, about the baby, so I hit her. I just wanted to make her shut her stupid mouth. But the dumb bitch started freaking out. So I hit her again until she finally stopped screaming. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. She was barely breathing, so I carried her to the stairs near my apartment and dropped her. I had to make sure it looked like an accident. I had no choice. She trapped me. She just wanted my money. I would have been ruined.
I need to go. We'll be in contact again soon.
Huh? What about the evidence? And the money? Where the fuck you going?
Goodbye, Lee.
Man, you better not be playing me for a fool. I ain't kidding. This is serious. I'm a fucking go commando on your cyborg ass if you play me, white boy.
Malik, please tell me you got a recording of all that.
Oh my God, Jensen, I could kiss you right now. I can't believe you got him to confess so openly like that.
To be honest, it was easier than I was expecting. You were definitely right about Lee. He's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed.
Well, don't get too cocky just yet. Before I send our little friend's confession off to the local media and authorities, I want to get some Shanghai street justice first. There's a control panel linked to the hive I need you to hack. Uploading the coordinates now.
Access granted.
All right, Malik. It's hacked.
Verifying the signal. Come on, come on. Okay, I'm in. Remote frequencies are clear, thank God. Uploading now. And done. Meet me in front of the hive, Jensen. I have a little surprise for our friend Lee. Jensen.
Malik?
Well, first take this. I was gonna use it myself, but after everything you've done, I think you deserve it more.
So what are you gonna do now?
I have a few loose ends to tie up, and I need to make sure this autopsy report finds its way into the right hands. The Hounds aren't gonna buy their way out of this one.
Lee's confession is solid. With that and the evidence from the autopsy, there's no way he can avoid prosecution. Justice will be served.
Oh, justice will be served, all right. You might want to stick around for a second. I've got one last little surprise for our friend Lee. Are you facing the hive? It's almost showtime. In 3, 2...
Malik?
Just watch.
I don't know. Evelyn, that stupid bitch. She was going to ruin me. I didn't mean to kill her, okay?
Malik, remind me never to piss you off.
After everything you've done here for Evelyn, for me, you'd have to try pretty hard, mister.
Bitch started freaking out. So I hit her again until I...
Here's what demand.
怎么样？我能帮你吗？还是你还在考虑啊？稍等，我照顾一下要付钱的顾客。
You're referring
城里最好的价格。
你说中文吗？
Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza. And it's time that we as a species...
If you're looking to rent a pod, Jay Chow's the landlord. He can help you.
Our best chance at
Although,
doing
I hear he's
is
landlord in
modify
name
ocean
only. This is Hengsha, after all. And if you own anything, you're either a Triad member or a member of the Zhao family. And Chow ain't no Zhao.
Let me stop you right there, buddy. You looking for fun in this city? Try the Hive. You want a different kind of fun? Go to the Honghua Hotel. The Alice Garden pods are for decent people. Me? I've been living here for about 3 months now. Ever since they stopped construction on those condos off of Shugu Plaza. Damn it.
It doesn't happen often.
You work for the Tong? He sent you here? Making sure none of those bell tower boys sticking their nose where it doesn't belong, right? A lot of people here owe Tong for that. I don't know what will happen if he ever decides to collect.
你喜欢长沙吗？我想你听不懂我说的话。Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza. And it's time that we as a species stepped up to make things better. Our best chance at doing this is to modify ocean temperatures through a combination of ion seeding and geothermal management.
Forgive me, Mr. Darrow, but many people believe that your Arctic Ocean installation is more risk than certainty. When will we be able to see the truth for ourselves?
As soon as the installation is complete.
If you would like to hear more of my exclusive interview with you, Darrow, log on to www.picusweb.com. This is Eliza Casad reporting to you live from Picus.
你在找什么？
To deny allegations of involvement in secret United Nations meetings about the augmentation rate. Here's
我觉得你这个人很不错，不过我实在接受不了和你在那种地方睡觉。
但是那是我的家呀。
没别的意思，不过你的家实在太糟了。
哪差啊？
这房子就跟沙丁鱼罐头一边大，连屋里的味道都很像。
我本来想说，要不咱们去旅馆吧，可是这就是个旅馆啊！
天哪，不会吧？哎，我会帮你消除烦恼。
说我幸运吧，终于人狗有约会了。可是呢，没钱带他出去玩。我不指望你能借给我一点钱吧？
这地方
就是这么想，
也没那么糟吧？我的意思是，很多人在这儿一住就住了好几个月呢。如果一直住在这么小的地方，我觉得我会得幽闭恐惧症的。
请不要再烦我。
你是美国人吗？我的英语说的不好。
滚开，窝囊废！
你还在吗？
他不会自己离开的，他们把他抓走了，就在这街上抓走了。
你去哪里了？
他不会自己离开的。
You're referring to the Panchaea Project, the cooperative global initiative that aims at healing our world.
I know what you have in there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw you with ferret in your shirt the other day. You know pets are not allowed in hotel.
That's not true!
I tell Mr. Chow if you not get rid of it.
You're a very mean lady. Tell her to leave me alone. My ferret is the only friend I have.
Are you security? Make this man get rid of disgusting rodent. I mean it. How are we expected to live in a place like this if his rats steal all our food?
Sounds like someone rolling over. As you all know, I have contacts inside these corporations. Contacts actually work on the floor. I like to call them.
你说中文吗？你懂中文吗？
Want a party? I can go all night. Tall boy. Make up your mind. Time is money.
You come to Hengsha for a good time? Here I am.
帅哥。
我很忙啊。
Here's what the man had to say.
My visit to Prague was related exclusively to the project.
You're referring to the Panchaea Project, the cooperative global initiative that aims at healing our world.
So the guy in capsule 143 left his pod door open.
No way.
Yeah, so I couldn't help but sneak a look inside. And? He has so much stuff lying around. It's incredible. I could have snatched an e-book or two, but I held back.
Oh, you should have. At least then we'd have some juicy reading material for tonight. Well, let me guess. You're here on a business trip or something, meeting with Bell Tower or Taeyong Medical. Taeyong is the biggest employer on the island, so I'm betting it's with them. Although you do have that certain je ne sais quoi feel about you.
I take it this is your first time visiting Hengsha. You have that stranger in a strange land look about you. The kind that says, I can just talk to anyone I feel like, and they'll like it. Not everyone is as friendly as we are, sir.
My visit to Prague was related exclusively to the project
Another visiting tourist. Trying to see the real Hengsha, yes? Well, here it is. Take a good look. Now you go spend your credits at the Hive or on a whore, and you'll still think yourself superior to us.
你好，你是美国人吗？
什么？我不懂英文。
You live in here? Not many foreigners. Mostly Taeyong workers. Lower factory, of course. Cheapest place in the city. And still, there are people that can barely afford it. Not a place for tourists.
But it appears that I may have to retract. Mayor Hugh has contacted me personally to deny allegations of involvement in secret United Nations meetings.
听着，拼，我觉得你是个好人，可是我受不了你把你的东西都扔在大厅那。
我也不想的哦，可是我的胶囊房间那么小，放不下那些东西。
拼，那些东西都可以扔了。你不用它们，它们就是垃圾。
但有些是我妈妈给我的。
去问问杰，看他还有没有多余的地方给我们放东西。
我觉得杰不会情愿的吧。You come here to complain me too? I'm real sorry about mess. I just no room inside capsule for to keep it. I think South Wing capsule much bigger. How else the Dutchman keep so much tech stuff in his?
You moving into this wing? Be warned. People are pigs around here. I gotta trip over junk in the middle of the night when I go to the bathroom.
This is Eliza Kassan reporting to you live.
滚开，窝囊废！
真好吃。
When will we be able to see the truth?
你想要什么，老外？
If you would like to hear more of my exclusive interview with you, Darrow, log on to www.picusweb.com. This is Eliza Kassan reporting to you live.
Hey, you know where I can find some goods? What about candy? Any good stuff around here?
You may want to check out the storage locker there. Someone near there may be able to help you find what you're looking for.
Millionaire Hugh Darrow has contacted me.
Everything you want, right here. Bye-bye. I see you soon.
Was related exclusively to the project which has consumed all of my attention these days.
You're referring to
And it's time that we as a species stepped up to make things better. Our best chance at doing this is to modify ocean temperatures through a combination of ion seeding and geothermal management.
Forgive me, Mr. Darrow, but many people believe that you are
Forget it, man. You're not my type.
This isn't a booty call, Van Bruggen. This is about you and some friends of yours I met in Detroit.
Detroit? Yeah, okay. I got it now. You with Seraph, right? You were there when I had to pull the plug.
So you admit it. You were running a mole.
The heck, man. Just the heck. Worst decision I ever made taking that gig. As you can obviously see.
You attack my people, Windmill. You hope to walk away from this, you tell me what you know.
Down, boy. I've got no allegiance to that backstabbing bitch who hired me. Especially after she painted a target on my back. The girl you want is Zhao Yunru, Tai Yong Medical's CEO.
Tai Yong Medical? They're Seraph's biggest competition.
How do you think they got that way? Zhao doesn't like competition, see? So she uses hack attacks, blackmail, extortion, anything she can do to destabilize him. No offense, but Seraph was just the latest in a long line.
You got any proof of this?
There's a surveillance recording in the Tai Yong Tower. I stashed it on the server in case I ever needed an insurance policy.
Not a very smart place to hide it, seeing as you don't work there anymore.
Things got hot before I could move it. And now, I got you to get it for me. Of course, you can't just walk into that place. You're gonna need an employee card encoded with your biometrics to use the TYM shuttle.
Well, what do you know, Windmill? I've already got an employee card. Just needs the biometrics from my passport to work. So start encoding.
There you go. All shiny and bio-encoded, just like I promised.
Where do I find this recording?
On a surveillance server in the TYM tower. But that badge will only get you into the lower city factory via their employee shuttle.
And how am I supposed to get up to the tower from down here?
Never said it wouldn't require a little finesse. Look, the tricky part is getting through the Pango. But you're a resourceful guy. I have faith in you.
Right. And after I'm through the floof?
You'll be in the upper city tower. The server you want is in the central security hub. The login and password are on this. Now, about my reward. Tai Yong Medical, man! They're here!
Banner! I want that hacker dead!
You gotta help me, Jensen. They're gonna kill me!
And that concerns me how?
Oh, come on, man. I helped you out. At least give me a weapon so I can defend myself.
All right, fine. Take this and get out of here.
Oh, thanks, man. I won't forget this.
Through a combination of ion seeding and geothermal management.
It doesn't happen often, but it appears that Millionaire Hugh Darrow has contacted me personally to deny allegations of involvement in secret United Nations meetings and augmentation debate. Here's what the man had to say.
My visit to Prague was related exclusively to the project which has consumed all of my attention.
You're referring to the Panchaea project, the cooperative global initiative that aims at healing our world.
Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza. And it's time that we as a species stepped up to make things better. Our best chance at doing this is to modify ocean temperature through a combination of ion seeding and geothermal management.
Forgive me, but many people believe that your When will we be able to see the truth for ourselves?
As soon as the installation is complete.
If you would like to hear more of my exclusive interview with you, Daryl, log on to www.pacifist.com.
He's here somewhere.
It doesn't have
He's here somewhere.
It doesn't happen often, folks, but it appears that I may have
Search every corner!
Millionaire Hugh Darrow has contacted me personally to deny allegations of involvement in secret United Nations meetings and augmentation debates. Here's what the man has to say.
My visit to Prague was related exclusively to the project which has consumed all of my attention. Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza. And it's time that we as a species step up to make things better.
Where is it? Keep looking. Sweep this place clean. Keep looking. Sweep this place clean.
If you would like to hear more of my exclusive interview with you, Darrow, log on to www.pacifist.com.
He's here somewhere.
It doesn't happen often.
He's here somewhere.
Malik, get Pritchard on the line. Tell him I need everything he's got on the Tai Young Medical Building. Schematics, blueprints, everything.
That might take a while, Jensen.
Yeah, well, he's got as long as it takes for me to find this Tai Young shuttle Van Bruggen talked about and ride it to their factory. Jensen out.
Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza. And it's time that we as a species...